Following the disaster, the researcher, her colleague, and the remaining team are picked up by a military officer and brought to the headquarters. Tension peaks there. A fierce debate reignites between the researcher and the scientist professor. Soon, the Prime Minister arrives. The government's decision is final. The main focus is civilian safety, and for that, Jotun must be eliminated immediately. The Prime Minister insists they must not repeat the tragic mistakes of the first expedition, mistakes that claimed many lives, including her own sibling. While the military forces prepare for the attack, the researcher's colleague, a new father, says a touching goodbye to his pregnant wife, promising to return safely. Retaliation is inevitable. Jotun appears at a crowded ski resort, disrupting the party. In a bizarre sight, people do not flee but are busy documenting the moment, some even taking selfies, before the giant captures and devours several of them. The military operation begins. 2 combat helicopters deploy UV light beams that burn Jotun's body. But the victory is brief. Jotun attacks back, bringing down and exploding one of the helicopters, killing the pilot, the military officer's friend. This horrific experience changes the scientist professor's view, who now sees the troll as a cruel killing machine. However, the researcher refutes this, insisting that it is humans who forced them to become cruel. To find a solution, the team travels to the Dwarf Mountains, where legend says the Troll King's son was once imprisoned. The researcher, using a fragment of the Troll King's body, knocks on the ground. Miraculously, the troll's son responds and emerges. With an ancient chant, the researcher manages to calm the creature, whom we now call the Faker. The researcher lures Jotun to meet the Faker. They communicate in the ancient language, but it is clear they disagree. An enraged Jotun stomps its massive foot, splitting the ice-covered sea and submerging the Faker. Jotun then attacks the human team, who narrowly escape by helicopter. Jotun continues moving south, following an ancient pilgrimage route to the young king's tomb. The researcher realizes Jotun is seeking vengeance related to the young king. They rush to a church in the city of Trondheim, where the king's tomb is hidden underground, guided by a local guide. The tomb, unseen by anyone, is mysteriously concealed behind walls, surrounded by a sacred spring. Inside, the young king's body lies, holding an ancient silver sword called the Basing. In the king's pocket, they find the missing piece of the ancient document. Once combined, the bitter truth is revealed. The young king never expelled the trolls. He intended to give them a home. This fact uncovers a historical betrayal. The young king was murdered. He was killed by those who wished to continue the troll slaughter. Jotun comes to Trondheim not to avenge the young king, but to avenge them all, the party who killed him and perpetuated the cruelty. Now, the giant is heading toward the city to exact revenge for a thousands-year-old betrayal. Is this newly revealed truth enough to stop the impending catastrophe?